Hey guys, welcome to April 14th. Um, Only, I don't know, like a month left of school or something at this point. But just reminder, guys, you should be working on your big 1960s project. It is a 100-point unassisted grade, so this is your big assignment for the 1960s. I'm looking, most of you have turned in your civil rights photo essays. I'm going to start grading those tomorrow. Um, Looking over those, and I have most of you turned in your topic and everything for attendance on Thursday. If you did not turn in a topic yet, please do so. And remember, if you're doing the video blog or the podcast, you can do it in groups, no more than three. So make sure if you're going to do a project, one of those where you have group members, make sure you on that document told me who was in your group. Okay. So for tomorrow, for Tuesday, this is your attendance check for Tuesday. Um, remember, just see what you remember, your project due date. Make sure you pick the right one, what it's worth. Just tell me what you're going to do. And if you turned in something Thursday and you've done research and everything, you like want to change to something, that is perfectly fine. Just tell me what you're going to change to. And then the last thing is, what is the additional criteria required for my project? So that, remember, you have this, the additional criteria is just what went along with it. So, sorry here, it's the rubric. So if I did a video, the additional criteria is um, your additional criteria for the video here, your script, so your pre-planning, that's additional criteria, or things like that, right? So that's the additional criteria that's in part C of the rubric, right? So make sure, that's all I'm asking, is make sure you understand what your additional criteria is going to be. So if you're doing a speech, you need to do a typed script of your speech, okay? Or actually, for the speech, you actually have to record yourself giving the speech. That's the presentation, right? If you do a poster, a planning page, explain why you laid it out the way you did. All right, so that's what we're talking about for the additional criteria. Okay. Also, you need to be working on getting your bibliography done. I put that in Classroom Thursday. Those are your 5 sources. Remember, you have to have 5 sources for your project. One of them has to be a primary source. The other 4 can be secondary sources. The only exception to that is if you're doing the interview, you don't need the 5 sources. The source is the person you're interviewing. All right. So if you chose to do an interview, remember, you don't have to fill out the other sources. So when you got to the bibliography, if you're doing the interview, your source 1 will be the person you're interviewing, their name, email address, phone number, some way to get a hold of them, and then that's all you would need for that. Okay. So the other thing I did for you guys for tomorrow is there were some people emailing me about what was, the environmentalism, the American his sorry civil rights for American Indians, civil rights for Latinos, and the environmentalism stuff. So I found 3 little videos that kind of explain each one of those. The environmentalism, Rachel Carson's the most famous person with that. She wrote a book called Silent Spring, which talked about how DDT, which was an insecticide, was actually killing birds and everything else. She was kind of the first person to get that started. So it's just a little snippet about her. This is a little thing about the American Indian movement, AIM, how it started, what its goals were, and then for Latino American rights, the United Farm Workers, Cesar Chavez really started that movement out in California, and so this is a little video about the farm worker strikes and everything that he helped organize. So after watching these videos, if you decide you want to change your topic to one of these, you can. Feel free. It's not too late to change what you're doing, right? So, just to give you a heads up on the week. So Thursday, your bibliography needs to be due or needs to be turned in by the end of the day Thursday. Your sources, all right? The final presentation will need to be turned into me next Thursday. I just did the math and I can't think of it again. The 23rd, right? So, and then next week, next Tuesday, we'll go ahead and start talking about the 1970s. So we're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about Watergate. So we'll have some stuff going on about President Nixon's presidency. Then the week after that, it'll just be the rest of the 70s. So we're going to do Nixon's presidency, then the rest of the 1970s. The week after that, we'll do the 1980s. The week after that, the 1990s. The week after that, 2000s, and then it'll be finals time. So we really don't have that much more schooling left for the year. So I just kind of give you a rundown of what was going on. Guys, right now, the big thing is this is a 100-point assignment. If you don't turn it in, it really will impact your grade. So make sure you do a good job on this. If you have any questions, guys, I'll be here during my office hours tomorrow, 9:15 to 10:45, and then I usually get back on about 1 o'clock just to check to see if there was any more questions from later in the day. Please do watch these videos. They're all from PBS. They're all really well done. If you had any questions about any of the other movements, so environmentalism, uh, civil rights for Native Americans, civil rights for Latino Americans. Those are the next things we're focusing on. So here's 3 videos. All right. Thursday, your bibliography is due. You also will have questions about these videos that I will put on Google Forms. So watch these videos. You'll answer the questions on those also. Okay. So remember, guys, I'm here to help you guys. You can email me questions. A lot of people have been emailing me questions. Got lots of questions emailed about the photo essay. I like to anything you need, guys. Let me know. And if you want to actually talk to me face to face, sign in, join the Google Meet. Usually, there's only 1 or 2 people at a time. Usually, so don't feel like, oh, someone will hear me ask a question. I'll be embarrassed. Usually, you'll be the only one on, honestly. So if you have any questions or you just want to say hi, please watch for my link. I'll send it out in the morning and log on and ask me any questions. So, guys, the only thing that's due tomorrow is the attendance check. And then the bibliography will be due on Thursday. That's your sources for your project. Okay. And then the final project itself is due next Thursday, the 23rd. If you have any questions or if you have any questions about working with a partner, just let me know. Guys, we're almost done with this. We'll have a good summer and hopefully we'll see all of you guys back in the fall at the school next year. Just come by and say hi if you are in the neighborhood. I'd like to see some of y'all's faces again. Nice to talk to you guys face to face. So hope to see some of you tomorrow and have a good afternoon.